Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Zomboid. Today we begin by killing a few zombies. The aim of this episode is to have a little bit of a vacation from the farm. We're headed back up to our previous base up at the diner and just bopping a few zombies on the way back, just clearing the roads a little bit where there were a few clustered around, and some new arrivals on the old town itself of Ekron, I think this is called. Pretty sure this was called Ekron. Yes, there's a few stragglers had wandered into town from somewhere, possibly one of the heli events, or gunshots, screaming noises, and I broke an axe. I've been using stone axes for a bit, so back to the old nightstick to bop these last two as they flop over the fence at me. Lovely. And we continue back up the road to the diner. It's been a little while since we've been back here, so we've got a few things to check on, make sure everything's still ticking over nicely up here. And we pull in to the front, drive vigorously across the corner of the lawn because why not? And yes, here we are, back home once again. First order of the day is to head up to the roof and check the generator though, because like I say, it's been a while and oh crumbs, it is almost out of fuel. Still in good condition, but it is down to 8% fuel. So grab one of these cans of fuel, the old petrol cans I left up on the top there, and then I remember I've got to turn the generator off first and then we can fill it. If I actually click on add fuel and not fill with water, which will probably send me downstairs to the sink, no my luck. But yes, that's got it back up to 88%, which is good. So we'll just turn that back on and head inside for a bit of food. Ah yes, a salad. A delicious stale cabbage salad, because why not? So we had one stale cabbage, and then we had some more stale cabbage, for good measure. And then chuck in some strawberries, because fresh strawberries and stale cabbage make the best salads. Oh yeah, this is good apocalypse eating, this is. It's just enough time to shove in a potato, and once I locate the vegetable salad again, also throw in a tomato as well. Yum, stale cabbage, strawberries and tomato and potato. Delicious! Yum. That should keep us going for a little bit, and then it's off over to the gas station to refill those gas canisters that we had. There was a few that I'd had sitting in the Land Rover for a bit, so we filled up 2 of them and the one that we took off the roof as well. Pop them in the back of the vehicle. Once I remember to open the trunk, boot, yeah, it's a boot on a Landy, and then we head down the road again. Because I figure, since we're up here, one of the other things we're going to do as part of our relaxing vacation to the former base is to have a crack at fishing again. We tried a hand at it on the way to and from picking up the sports car, so I figured we'd come back up and try out some of the lakes up here. Now, of course, this wasn't without its popularity. As you can see, it's a fairly well-to-do fishing spot, it seems. So I'm going to grab my old trusty axe out, the stone axe I've been messing with. Let's bosh a few zombies. Eventually. 1 or 2 hits. I need to get my axe skill up a bit. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Oh yes. Let's kill a few more of these and then get back to the fishing, I think. Alright, so after that bit of fun, it's time to have a relaxing spot of fishing. Figured we'd try out using these 2 worms that we acquired from somewhere. I forget where, they're probably digging trenches or something. Well, not trenches, but the things for furrows, that's the word I'm looking for. And so far it's a pretty crappy haul. A small crappy haul, you could say. 16 centimetres of not the best fishy goodness. And 2 lovely pairs of shoes. Well, on the bright side, at least we know what to do to get socks and shoes. But I'm at least trying to be mindful of what's going on in the surroundings. Just have a look around here and there, and aha! I see a zombie shambling this way. So let's get out the old hammer and give him a bit of a slap. Naughty zombie interrupting my fishing. Now, I'm just going to drag them down the way here so I'm not like standing on top of a corpse while I'm trying to fish in a little bit. But if they ever get here, I'll be able to pick them out of their misery. Oh yes. Take that, missus. Let's try that fishing thing again. And we're out of bait. Lovely. Oh, just as some more friends come to visit. Why am I hitting there with a fishing rod? That's not sensible. Since we are here, we can fill this water tanker up with water from the lake. Obviously this is going to take some time. It's quite a big water tank. But, oh, here comes a friend. If they'll leave us alone long enough. Just imagine us running a massive hose into the lake here. Oh, there's a friend down there. Ah, there's 2 of them. Interesting. Let's see what they do. Nothing useful. Well, let's see how full it is. And maybe get a quick bit of fishing done with the fishing tackle since we are still here. Is just over half full. Okay. Well, let's try just a bit more fishing. Grab 2 of them. Okay. Make sure there's no friends following us or trying to sneak up on us. Now, the fishing tackle is the best possible lure bait thing you can get, but we did want to get our fishing skill up just a little bit first. And our fishing rod broke. Well, that's just dandy, that is, isn't it? Fishing rod without a line. Well, luckily we brought some fishing line back with us, and here's a friend. But we did catch a couple of rather large, tasty looking fish. So let's shove them in the back here quick before we run out of inventory. And let's grab our bag off the floor. And head back to the base for a little fish supper. Of course I had to stop in a tree, didn't I? Alrighty, let's have a look at what we got. We've got a small perch, a small crappie. I guess you could say that fish is a crappie fish. Yes, never mind. A big bass, that is quite a chunky fish, and a big catfish too. Nice. Well, we shall pop all these in the fridge for now. and see about cooking some of the smaller ones, I think, probably. Ah, lovely, there we go. One fixed fishing rod. Smashing. Now all we need is to get better at fishing. Let's check our skill here. Fishing, fishing, why can I never see... Ah, it's down here. Oh, we're almost level 2 in fishing. That's not bad. I'm just going to check and see if we can make one of those traps. I think it was... what was it? Let's have a look for fish. Make a fishnet trap. Okay. Twine and wire. We may still have some of that here. Let's go have a look. In fact, we've got that busted one in the back of the landy. We may be able to extract some wire from it. Oh, hello. What are you doing there? Trying to peek in our window. I have none of that, Mr. Zombie. Okay, what I will do is pop the duffel bag back in there, because we don't need that for now. And take the fishing trap inside with us. Let's get out of this rain. Okay, so we can get the wire back from this. I don't know how much we're going to get back from it, but we got some. And do we have twine in here? T for twine. We do, okay. Make a fishing net. Okay, we've got one. Let's make a couple more then. I wonder if we can consolidate this wire. Consolidate all, there we go. Let's make that into... No, it's still consolidating. 2 full and 1 tiny one. Let's see about... Let's just make all of them, why not? We can throw them in the pond, get some bait fish, and we just plonk that back in there. Lovely. Oh, hello, there's another zombie out there. Let's go and take care of them quick. And I'll go pop these fishing traps down in the water. Actually, there's some water just up the road from here, I think. Let's have a quick check on the map. We are here. There's a little bit up there, a little bit there, and that was where we did our fishing. The suspiciously shaped lake. Well, let's just take this van down quick. It should still have fuel in it. It does. Okay. Let's just go to one of these little ponds up here. Ah, yes, here it is, just down from the gas station. There's another one. It is hard to see in the dark. Ah, there's another one. Okay, I think we're good now. Ah, that looks like it was a police officer of some sort. Well, let's throw down these fishing nets quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can come out again in the morning and check on those. But for now, oh, there you are. Yeah, let's get back to base and have some sleep and some food. Alright, it is the next morning now, so we are back up here at that pond, and we are going to check out these bait traps and do a little bit more fishing, I fancy. And bait fish, just the one. Now, I left these overnight in the hopes that we would get quite a few. Yeah, we got 2 off of that one. See if we get anything off of that. Might as well just get a bit closer. Check them all. Hey! Okay, well that works. And we've got 5 little uncooked bait fish. Well, in that case, what I'm going to do quick is sit in the landy for a minute. And, did I put it? Ah, there we go. Have a nice read of Fishing Volume 2. Because we just got Fishing 2. So we can learn an XP boost for levels 3 and 4, and then we'll do a bit of fishing. So I shall see you all back in a bit once we've read a portion of this book, or the whole thing, depending on how quick it goes. Apparently not that quick. But, oh well. I got, what, 3 pages read? Something like that? Let's have a look. Oh, 14 pages read, and then a zombie had to come along and get involved. How delightful. Well, let's try that again. Where's the book? There's the book. Read. I have a feeling we are not going to get this book read very much out here, are we? Oh, goody, another one. Where are they all coming from? Okay. Well, let's give the fishing malarkey a go and just deal with it. Because I think we do at least have a tiny bit of a boost. Half a multiplier. But hey ho. On the bright side though, we've got quite a good chance of fishing right now, so let's get fishing. This little pond. Assuming we're actually going to catch anything. No, I'm not going to catch anything. Ah, there we go. A small pike. And some shoes. Ooh, a big pike. Ah, some socks to go with the shoes. How delightful. Yeah. Now look here, you lot. I did not need that. That made me jump somewhat. Okay, so fish. We've got a massive fish. Good lord, that's a massive one. 14. Well, that's too big to fit in the bag. Well then. Can we chunk that one in there? We can. Okay, well the shoes and socks we will put on the zombie because we don't need them. Yes. And we have one fish left, so let's fish a little bit with that and see what we get, if anything. Ah, lovely, more socks. And very little actual pointage. Well, that's fine though. Here, you can have some more socks. I don't think these traps have caught anything else yet, but you never know. Oh, we got one. Let's just see how much we got for that. Yeah, got about a point of fishing from that. Check all these traps again. And we got another 3 bait fish. That's cool. Okay, well, let's fish up with those. Oh, crumbs, a helicopter just went by. Duh! Now look, will you let me fish? Goodness, who ever thought this would be so difficult? Okay, there's no one else down there. Let's try this again. No, I didn't actually need to click that, did I? Ho-hum. Why is it they are making a beeline for me? What did I do? Okay, 3 pairs of socks and no fish. Yeah, well. Now let us collect these fishing traps. And we shall head back to the house for a nice fish supper. Ah yes, and we did fill the water trailer all the way up to maximum capacity as well. So we are going to have a nice store of water. Now, whether or not we can actually drink straight from it safely, I'm not 100% sure, but... Oh, I should have turned down there. Well, you know, since we headed in this direction, I think what I'll do is forget to pick up that fishing bag. God, what a muppet. I'm going to have to drive back for that in a second. But yeah, what we are going to do is just pull up here quick. And beat these zombies to submission. And then pop down these fishing traps just up here. And then head back to the house. After making some fish fillets out of a small crappie, I then proceeded to make a crappie vegetable stir-fry. Yum, fish and vegetable stir-fry. Sounds delicious. And after that delicious fish and vegetable stir-fry, I decided to have a little rest on the bed and read that fishing book a little bit more, in the quiet of our previous base, the diner. Hopefully we won't get disturbed too much in here. the next morning seems nice and clear, so I'm going to head back up here and do a bit of fishing. But before I finish that fishing, or even start that fishing, we're going to have at these people. Because I know my luck, I will most likely get attacked by something while fishing. There's a couple more up the road there. Let's go see what we've got. I think what I am going to do is park this as close to the water as I can. That way, hopefully, I'll be able to at least use it as a bit of a screen while fishing. Hello, I wonder what that chap over there has. Clearly a gun of some sort. Well, if they make their way around here, that's fine. But what we are going to do is check these bait traps. 7 uncooked little bait fish. Fantastic. And this one. Another 4. Okay, well, that works out good for us. So let's grab a fishing rod. And stand around about here. And see if we can fish. Oh, I can actually spearfish as well, because I've got... Come on, fish. There we go. Because I've got a spear. Aha, shoes. Everybody's favourite fishable item. I see a zombie down there. Come on, fish. Do something. I mean, I could switch to the actual bait tackle thing that we have, but hey, shoes. But you know what, lady? You can have those shoes. And let's get back to fishing. Well, this lake certainly seems full of clothes. And just for that, you can have all these clothes, dead people. Don't want us to be facing that way. Let's try spearfishing for a bit. And here comes another one. Let's see if we have any better luck with that tackle. I'm not having much luck at all here. And we lost that fishing tackle. Okay, I think we are going to call it quits at this little fishing hole for now. But what we might do is head back down and try the other one. I'm headed back down to the other little fishing pond, and the abundance is a little better here, so hopefully we'll get something. Although there are a few zombies around, so we'll have to be careful. Ah, more shoes, how delightful. I do like catching shoes. Oh, and socks. Lovely. Well, the next morning the fog was thick, very thick, but it's time to load up the Land Rover with all the fish and goodies, mostly fish. Plonk that big bag of fish in there, and we've got a large pike in our inventory that will not fit in there, so we'll have to pop that on a seat in the Land Rover. We shall pop it on the other seat. And in fact there was something else I was going to look for while we were here. Let me just check the map before we set off. We are here. I know there were some generators around somewhere. Ah, there's one generator down there. And there's two Jennies up there. Okay, we may come back and make another trip for them in the future. But for now, I am going to wend my way back to town. We are going to very carefully make our way back down. Yeah, the lights don't help. Back down to the farm, and hope we can make it there in one piece. Because this fog is immensely thick. Not a good weather condition to be driving in, but there you go. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this little vacation trip to our previous base. Oh dear, I accidentally squashed a zombie. That's the other advantage of going slow. We're not going to, hopefully, ruin the vehicle. But yes, I do hope you've enjoyed this little vacationary trip back to our previous base. And hopefully we will see you next time. As I bid you all farewell, and if you haven't subbed already, or rather if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then do please give us a sub if you haven't already, and give the old like button a bit of a push. Comments are always welcomed, and if you'd like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And on that note, I am going to carefully drive through the fog so as not to smush too many zombies with this lovely Land Rover of ours. Cheerio, everyone.